Greetings to you all students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine in your homes. I welcome you all for this online classes once again. We are studying chapter 3, Formatting and Inserting Cells, part 3, section 9. Once again, I welcome you all back students after 1 week of this online classes. What is the lesson that we are studying? Chapter 3, Formatting and Inserting Cells. We studied part 1, part 2 and today we are studying part 3 of our chapter. Shall we have a quick recap what we have studied in the previous class? We studied orientation, number group and cells group, formatting rows and columns, protecting worksheet, styles group, formatting table. These are the 6 points that we studied in the part 2, the previous class. So what are the topics to be discussed in this class? Yes, we are going to study about conditional formatting, inserting cells, rows or columns in a worksheet. Third point, inserting picture and inserting shapes. Fourth point, inserting smart art. Fifth point, formatting smart art. And sixth point, how to change the shapes in smart art. So these are the 6 topics that we are going to discuss in this class. Okay. Our first topic that I am going to discuss is conditional formatting. One of the important features of Excel is conditional formatting. It is much easier in Excel 2007 than the older version. With conditional formatting, the user can format one or more cells based on the value in the cell. To apply conditional formatting, okay, see this picture, you will understand. To apply conditional formatting, select the range of cells that you want to format. Click on Home tab, select Conditional Formatting button from the Styles group. A drop-down list appears as shown. You can see in this diagram, students. Okay, conditional formatting. You have to, how to apply this, we are studying. Select the range of cells that you want to format. Click on Home tab. Select Conditional Formatting button from the Styles group. A drop-down list appears as shown. Now click on the required option. Sublist appears. An additional dialog box may also appear depending on various options that we choose. Then select cell range changes according to the conditional format set by you. So let us consider an example for conditional formatting. We have 3 steps that we are going to study in this. Okay. First step, type the following data in a sheet. This is your worksheet. Okay, you need to select it. First, we need to type the following data in a sheet. Following data in a sheet. What is the data? Okay, data is nothing but whatever you want to enter in this worksheet. Okay, Excel sheet. You can enter like serial number, name, or your subjects, or your roll numbers. Okay, your ID numbers. Anything you want, you can enter this in the worksheet. Then step 2, select the cells C2, F5. Now click on Home tab. Select Conditional Formatting button from Styles group. A list box appears with options. Okay, select the cells C2, F5. Now click on Home tab. Select Conditional Formatting button from Styles. group, a list box appears with options. So this is the list box. Okay, this is the list box. This will appear. Then select the color scale option. Okay, whatever color you want, you select it. Scale color. Now from the sub list, choose more rules. The new formatting rule dialog box appears as shown. Then step 3. Choose format only cells that contain option from the dialog box. And this will allow us to set up our values. When you click this option, the dialog box changes as shown below. Choose format only cells that contain option from the dialog box. This will allow us to set up our values when you click. And this option, the dialog box changes shown below. And again, a new formatting rule to edit condition. Okay, another dialog box will appear. Okay, this is how it will appear, and it shows cell value, and between drop down boxes only the values in text box have to be filled, and then click format button and choose a color. Whatever color you want, you choose it, and then you give the command OK. Then automatically the color for each thing, you want for each row different colors you can apply, or for the whole thing worksheet you want same color, you can even apply the same color, or you want different colors for each rows, you can even select it like that. Then give the command OK button and then start doing it. And after that another box will appear. Okay, this is called conditional formatting rules manager. Step 4. Type 0 in first box and 50 in second box. Click format button. Click format button, choose red color. Okay, and click OK to get back to worksheet. You're getting back. Okay, how to get back? Type 0 in the first box and 50 in the second box. Okay, and then click format button, choose red color, any color you want. Even you want red color, yellow color, blue color, whichever color you want, choose one color and then click OK to get back to your worksheet and check whether the color has applied to your worksheet or not. Step 5. To format the rest of the cells, click on Conditional Formatting, Manage Rules. The Conditional Formatting Rules Manager dialog box appears. Then click New Rule button. New Formatting Rule dialog box appears. Set new color 51 to 60. Do it for the rest of the cells in the same manner. First, if you do one worksheet, and you can follow that same thing for another cells also. Okay, then step 6, click OK. The worksheet appears as follows according to your color. I hope you all understood, students, all these points. Step 1, type the following data in a sheet. Step 2, select the cells C2, F5. Now click on Home tab. Okay, and step 3, choose format only cells that contain option from the dialog box. And step 4, type 0 in the first box and 50 in the second box. Then click format button, then choose the color, any type of color you can choose. And step 5, to format the rest of the cells, click on Conditional Formatting, Manage Rules. And step 6, click OK button and the worksheet appears as follows. Whatever you have applied the color to that. I hope you all understood this. Now next point we are going is inserting cells, rows or columns in a worksheet. Okay, to insert cells in a worksheet, click on Insert button from the Cells group of the Home tab. and select the option Insert Cells. On doing so, the Insert dialog box opens as shown. Okay, insertion can be done by shifting the cells right or down. The shift cells right option will shift the contents of the destination cells right when the new cells are inserted. And then the shift cells down option will shift the contents of the destination cells down. When new cells are inserted, it is to be noted that even rows and columns can be inserted from this dialog box. The entire row option inserted a new row. Row always get inserted above the selected row. The entire column option inserted new column. Column always get inserted to the right of the selected column. How to add cells in the Excel? This is what we are learning. Cells in the Excel. Cells, rows and columns in the Excel. Okay, we were studying this. I'll repeat this again, students. To insert cells in a worksheet, click on Insert button from the Cells groups of the Home tab and select the option Inserted. Okay, select the option Inserted, and then insertion can be done by shifting the cells right or down. The shift cells right option will shift the contents of the destination cells right. Okay, and the shift cell down option will shift the contents of the destination cells down. And then when the new cells are inserted, it is to be noted that even rows and columns can be inserted from this dialog box. Then after you select the entire row, then give option OK button. Okay, then you can continue with the other procedure. Next we go through is inserting pictures. How we insert pictures in worksheet. Although Excel is not software used for graphical work, pictures can be inserted into it. These pictures can be obtained in two ways. From Clipart Gallery. Okay, so you can see the picture over here. This is our Clipart Gallery. Okay, from Clipart Gallery, two options we can see. First one, from Clipart Gallery, and from a file we select the picture. From Clipart Gallery, click on Insert tab and select Clipart button. Okay, group, installation group. Okay, and then Clipart pan appears. From that you can take the required picture, whatever picture you want, you select the picture. Okay, and then from a file, click on Insert tab and click Picture button from illustration group. Insert picture dialog box appears. Choose the picture and click the Insert button. The picture gets inserted at the current cell position of the worksheet, which can be resized or formatted or desired. You can wherever you want the picture to be placed, you can drag that. Okay, you can minimize or you can analyze that picture, the size, how much size you required in your worksheet, whichever corner you want, in middle or in the corners, okay, back or front, wherever you want, you can insert that picture. Okay, you can drag wherever you want, and you can resize the picture also. It's all depending on you, student, how you operate that, how you select a picture from the file. Okay, yes. Now we are going to inserting shapes. After we finished pictures, how to select, then we will select shapes. Shapes are either ready-made shapes or auto shapes. To insert shapes, click on Insert tab. Okay, to insert shapes, you have to click on Insert tab and selected shapes button from the illustration group will appear. A list of shapes will appear. then choose the required shape and click the drag on worksheet. Okay, click the drag on worksheet, and then the selected shape gets inserted on the worksheet, whichever shape you want. Okay, different kinds of shapes are given for you. You no need to worry at all. You no need to draw on your own. Already the shapes have loaded in your system. So you only have to go to gallery and then select the shapes, click on that, and then whichever shapes you want, you select on that particular thing and the list of shapes will appear. Then choose the required shape and click and drag on the worksheet. The selected shape gets inserted on your worksheet. Okay, students, now next we are going to study is inserting smart art. Inserting smart art. Smart art graphics is a new feature in Excel 2007. Smart art graphics are used to insert a diagram or an organization chart on the worksheet. It is the easiest and most effective way to communicate your message or ideas. The diagram can be a list, process, cycle, relationship, matrix, or pyramid. Okay, this is the diagram. Now let us see how to insert smart art into a worksheet. Click on the insert tab of the ribbon. Okay, and then click on smart art button. The smart art graphic dialog box appears over there. Okay, you can see the dialog box. Choose a smart art graphic. This is the dialog box. This will appear, and then choose the type of smart art and its subtype and click OK button. The selected smart art appears on the worksheet. Now click on the smart art and type the required text in the dummy text place. Okay, you have whichever you want smart art graphic, you select that particular portion and then the text in the dummy place. And when a smart art graphic is selected on the worksheet, two new contextual tabs are activated on the ribbon. They are Design tab and Format tab under Smart Art Tools. Okay, this is the picture again. Okay, so this is the picture of the Design tab and a Format tab under Smart Art Tools. And the Design tab allows the user to change the layouts, colors, styles and reset all the formatting changes made to Smart Art. The Format tab is used to change and enlarge or reduce the shape and then apply shape styles. Whichever shape styles you want, you apply, or whichever picture you want, whichever design you want, you apply. Okay, and then after you apply that, format text and also rearrange the shapes. Whatever shapes you selected, that you rearrange in a proper place where it is required in your worksheet. Okay students, I hope you understood this. I'll repeat this again for your idea. Okay. You need to choose the type of smart art and its subtype first and then click OK button. To select the smart art appears on the worksheet, and then now click on the smart art and then type the required text in the dummy text place. When a smart art graphic is selected on the worksheet, two new contextual tabs are activated automatically on the ribbon. Then they are Design tab and Format tab under Smart Art Tools. The Design tab allows the user to change the layouts, like colors you want to change, you can change styles, okay, and reset all the formatting changes whatever you want in the worksheet. And then the Format tab is used to change or enlarge or reduce the shape, apply shape styles, okay, format text and also rearrange the shapes. You can minimize them, you can increase the size, you can decrease the size, you can change the place, position, everything you can do it. Okay, this is what we studied in inserting smart art. Okay, next we are studying is formatting smart art. How to apply different styles to the smart art. The user can apply different styles by selecting the smart art, then clicking on Format tab and selecting the predefined styles viewed as thumbnails in shape, styles, group, shape fill. Okay, first we have three subunits in this. One is shape fill, shape outline and shape effects. This button is used for choosing color for filling the shapes of smart art. We can apply individual colors for each shape in smart art. Okay, and shape outline, this button is used to choose the outline color for the shapes of smart art. Okay, shape fill, shape outline, shape effects. Shape fill, we learned that this button is used for choosing the color for filling the shapes of smart art. We can also apply individual colors for each shape in smart art. And shape outline, this button is used to choose outline color for the shape of smart art. And shape effects, this button is used to choose the different effects such as bevel, shadow, glow, etc. for smart art. After giving different effects, the smart art appears as shown. Smart art appears as shown. Okay, and these are the tools. These are the tools we have selected. The best tool we select for our document. Okay, in the different shapes 2D, 3D, 4Ds and all, we can select them and it will enlarge the picture. And if you wanted to make it small, you can even make it small. Okay, then to change the shapes in the smart art, how we will change the shapes in a smart art? To change the shape, click on the shape. First we need to click on the shape. If many shapes are to be changed, then click on the shapes by holding down the control key. Under smart art tools, click the changes shape button in shapes group. A list appears with different shapes. Click whatever shape you want. Okay, under this whatever shape you want, whatever you want to give shape, you click on that. And then text, whatever text you want, you click the text. Whether you want your school name or whether you want your name or your teacher's name, you can select any of the text, okay, in that. And then you can apply to your worksheet, okay, to your folder. Okay, this is the lesson we have learned, students, in part 3. Okay, so we studied what all we studied about conditional formatting. Okay, we studied inserting cells, rows or columns in a worksheet, and how to insert pictures we learned, okay, from the clip art gallery, and from a file we learned. And inserting shapes, how to insert shapes in your worksheet we have learned. And inserting smart arts, okay, formatting smart art, how to apply different styles to your smart art we have learned. And also how to change the shapes in your smart art. These are the things we have discussed in this part 3. So students, I want all of you to open your textbook when this video is going on. When you're watching the video, open your textbook and follow according to the video what I have taught in this part 3. Okay, then only you will understand each point what I have discussed in this. Please students, follow this whatever I am telling you. Go through part 1, part 2 and part 3 till now what I have taught you in this lesson. Okay, we have another 4-5 points that I will discuss in the Zoom class for you. Okay, I will discuss them in the Zoom class. I will let you know when I am going to do that. So till then, please go through all these things. I have given you the objectives already. Please copy them in your big book. Don't copy them in the notebook. Okay, so please write it, students. Get ready for the term exam. Before that, I'll be giving the revision exam, for revision test for you in the test note. So please go and collect all your test notebook in the school. Okay, fine, students. Till then, please take care of yourself. Okay, I'll see you all in the next section. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you all, students, for listening to this class.